Hi, my name is Gideon and I'm a copywriter. As a copywriter, I've made over $90 million for my clients, but most importantly, from a third world country. Now, why is that important? It is important because if I can do it here, anyone can do it elsewhere. What makes my copy so successful? When I'm writing, I follow 7 principles, but 2 are the most important. So today, if you watch to the end, I'm going to teach you how to write your marketing message so that people can listen and buy or take action. When I'm writing copy, the first thing I think about is if someone closed their eyes, can they still see what I'm talking about? A buyer has to be able to visualize what I'm writing, because if they can't see what you're talking about in their head, if they can't imagine it, they can't take action. Why? Because it won't stir any emotion. And as we know, people make buying decisions using emotion and justify them by logic. In 2015, a young couple who set out to save the Amazon forest started a digital campaign to raise awareness and funding to save the Amazon. Their fundraising page stated 0.1 square miles of the Amazon are destroyed every minute. First of all, close your eyes and listen to these words again. 0.1 square miles of Amazon are destroyed every minute. When you close your eyes, can you visualize 0.1 square miles? Every unsuccessful campaign has had a message that the buyer or the target audience didn't resonate with, didn't visualize. And in the same breath, every successful marketing campaign has had a message that a buyer or the target audience can visualize. The best example of that is Apple's iPod. 1,000 songs in your pocket. Everyone can visualize that. Now, what would be the alternative of that coming from a person who doesn't know how to write a message that makes people buy? They would say something like, our iPod comes with a gigabyte of space. You could increase that amount to whatever number you want, 10 gigabytes, which is like 10,000 songs, and people still wouldn't care. They would care about the 1,000 songs in their pocket. Why? Because they can see it. They can see a pile of 1,000 songs they love at their listening disposal. Another example I can give you is a campaign I saw a while ago of a pro-environment company that was encouraging people to plant trees. And their message read, one large tree removes 2.2 BTU from the atmosphere. So for those of you who don't know BTU, it is British Thermal Unit. It is a measure of heat. A good copywriter would have said, one large tree is equivalent to 10 AC units, air conditioning units. Why? Because you can visualize 10 ACs wherever you're seated. If you're somewhere cold, you can visualize 10 ACs making that place even colder. And that way, it is easier to be moved by just how much effect one large tree can make to the environment. And if they had done that, I'm sure their movement would have gone a different route, a successful route. So again, when you're writing your marketing message, make sure that the buyer can visualize it. If they can't, scratch it and write again. Which brings me to the second principle that has made my copywriting make over $90 million from a third world country. When I'm writing, I make sure that I write copy that no eye has seen and no ear has heard. What do I mean by that? When you scour the internet, there is a lot of noise. There is someone who is offering the same thing you're offering at a cheaper rate, and to make matters worse, they are closer to the person you're targeting. And sometimes they're even better. They have a better product. So how do you compete? Write copy that no eye has seen or no ear has heard. If you can do both, the better. No ear has heard and no eye has seen, that is the best message. In this information era, The market is cluttered by a lot of marketing messages. For the buyer to sieve through all that, to find you and then buy from you, that feels a lot of work. And indeed, it is to the buyer. And one thing buyers don't like doing is to work for you. They just want services or products delivered to them. And the best way to do that is to stand out, to make sure that it is easy for the person looking for you to find you. They can't if you're buried in the haystack. So what you're going to do is ask yourself, the statement, the message I've written, or the heading for that matter, has anyone said this before? Sit with your creative team and come up with something new. It might be a lot of work, but it is worth it. One of the best examples I could give of this is God's Gym Fitness ad. Look at that. Have you seen it anywhere? When you look at God's Gym Fitness ad, it is unique to them. If I started a gym and used that, everyone who has seen God's Gym Fitness ad would know where I copied mine from. The other perfect examples come from Porsche. Porsche's marketing team is brilliant. They are geniuses at creating this. They create principle number one. They write copy a buyer can visualize. If you read that, I bet you can visualize that. And number two, you can't copy that and everyone thinks you're original because it is unique to them. Another example is Airtel. Airtel Money, simple, instant, secure. Now, if a money lending or money whatever app and I used simple, instant, secure, I would be shooting myself in the foot because I would be marketing for another company that is in competition with mine. And that doesn't happen by accident. Airtel's marketing team are smart enough to know that we need to create copy that is unique to us. And if it is unique to you, you own it in the minds of the consumer. And when that happens, your marketing is going to be successful. Apple have been the best in the previous years at maximizing this. They create copy that no one can copy. Write it down. Write copy that no one can copy. Write a marketing message that no one can copy. So let's recap. Just remember two things. One, write a marketing message a buyer can visualize. And two, write copy that no eye has seen and no ear has heard. If you're a copywriter who is working on a project, or just a marketing manager who is seated with their team and looking for the right marketing message to send out, visit cyberhost.space. I'll be there to help you.